Hey guys, just hanging out here in Colorado, doing a little video update. Nice and dry here already in Aurora, except for that pile of snow. But just waiting to be loaded. Also kind of figured right now I would test out my video editing skills. Ta-da! Got all the hairs on my head cut, so looking cool. Yeah, when I was at that other customer, I was doing the dry van division a favor. They needed a local load picked up real quick, and since I had a window to get to this load where I'm getting loaded at now, they had me help the dry van division out and get that loaded. So yeah, I kind of feel bad for whoever has to take it. I accidentally, I didn't know where the load was going, but it's going to California. I grabbed a high cube trailer, which means they're going to have the shortest way from Denver to LA is on the 70. On the 70, there's a tunnel, Eisenhower Tunnel, where the max height for that tunnel is 13'6", which is pretty standard. But for some freight, some trailers have an extra 6 inches on them, so they're 14 feet high from the ground once they're hooked onto a truck. And I grabbed one of those trailers, not knowing it just happened to be next to my empty reefer trailer that I dropped off. I had to pick up a dry van load for this dry van load. So it's happened to be right there, and so they'll have to figure that out. I talked to my company, they said it was okay. Sorry about all the shakiness, guys, I'm being loaded right now. So, so yeah, I got my haircut. It was kind of planned, somewhat. I'm trying this new thing called Regenics. I've only heard it advertised in Southern California, so if you don't live in Southern California, I don't expect you to know what it is. And I talked to a couple other people, and everyone in Southern California has heard it on the radio, but people outside of SoCal have not. So basically it's a thing to prevent and hopefully reverse the process of hair loss. I have had hair loss issues for a while, and it's something I would prefer to stop. So that's kind of what I'm doing now, and a lot of it's all treat the scalp, apply this thing to the scalp, blah 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 blah. There's like 1, 3, only 4. Yeah, there's 4 different solutions at different times applied to the hair, and on different days. It's an every other day process, which I don't quite have memorized yet. But it was hard with the long hair, because the stuff that didn't make it to the scalp, that was down the hair, would basically freeze the hair, like basically be like trying to comb hair after you've put hairspray on it, which not the easiest thing in the world to do. So undecided what I'm gonna do with the beard. Part of me kind of wants to shave the beard too, to kind of match the head. I'm really uncertain on it, but we'll see. There's no right or wrong answer to it, but I'm thinking about it. So yeah, that's why I got the haircut. That's something kind of big that happened. I haven't had hair this short in at least a year and a half, probably longer. I'd have to go back to my pictures to find out for certain. But yeah, that's kind of what's going on there. On this load, I had enough time. Was able to swing through, say hi to my buddy Gabe in Idaho, hang out with him for a night, and he had stuff going on that night that involved work. I said heck yeah, so I get out of the truck, get my blood flowing, have a little bit of a workout. That was fun. Did a little bit of snow shoveling. Did some other miscellaneous stuff that I don't want to go into, only just because it would take time. I got to hang out with his kids. Since last time I saw him, he has a newborn. A lot of you guys saw that picture on Instagram and Facebook. That's his newborn daughter, Mila. She's 5 months old, I think, which is the last time I saw him. They were pregnant the last time I swung through, and within like a week, I feel like she was born. 1 or 2 weeks is pretty short. So yeah, so it was cool to swing through Idaho. I love Idaho. The people there, the culture. Yeah. So I worked for Gabe for a few months back in the fall of 2013. So that's how I know him. We met before that, though. That's another story for another time. Very unconventional way of meeting people. Leave it at that. Something else going on, I'll tell you guys. I don't think all you guys got it. In a couple of trucking groups that I'm in, I got a lot of reaction, but not so much from Instagram and Facebook. But I did get a overweight ticket. I knew I was probably heavy, but the weigh station I went to had been closed for a while. I didn't expect anyone to be there, but the weight still shows as you go over. As you know, that's where I can get my weight and adjust my tandems as necessary. And there happened to be an officer there who gave me a ticket. So it sucks. I'm not happy about it by any stretch. But yeah, lesson learned. If you're uncertain, you for sure go to a CAT scale. Don't rely on a closed government scale. Even though I was told at night at Schneider, and I'm about 99% sure Interstate at orientation told us that a closed scale is an option. It's not worth the money that I lost to doing that. Although the money's not, it's a lot less than I thought it would be. It's still a lot of money that I wish I still had. But it's not a big deal. I put money aside, realizing at some point, something's going to happen where I'm going to end up owing the government or someone money. So it's not a big deal at all by any stretch, but just not how I would have preferred to use that money. So, but whatever, sucks. Lesson learned. So yeah, Benton County, Washington, you're welcome for my contribution towards the maintenance of your roads. Yeah, you're welcome. I'd normally say no problem, but in this case, that's not the case. So that's all I'll say about that. But yeah, just wanted to show you guys what's up with me. Having short hair, that's gonna be pretty sweet. I'm kind of enjoying it, except my scalp has not seen sun though in like a year and a half, or felt cool in at least a year and a half. So needless to say, with it being about 40 degrees outside, I might be getting brain freeze. So it's all good, can't really complain, but it'll grow back. But it'll also Regenics, because all the 4 things I'm using now, that's all short term. It eventually winds down to just 1 over the span of I think 8 months, if I remember correctly. So I don't know, but that's what's going on with me, what I'm doing. So anyway, till next time, guys, see you later, take care.